So we're looking at problem A, negative 5 6 times 8 plus 5b equals 75 plus 5/3 b. So if you picked this problem as one of your more difficult problems, it was most likely due to those fractions. So we can get rid of those fractions by multiplying on each side. So we normally look at the one that has the largest denominator to get rid of. So I can take this whole equation and multiply it by 6, and that's going to help me get rid of those fractions. So 6 times negative 5 should be negative 30. And then negative 30 divided by 6 goes back to negative 5. So basically what's happened is, I messed up the page, is those 6's canceled out. Now, we do not distribute to those parentheses because we already distributed to the number out front. So then we keep going. Oh, I got to keep my equation, sorry. So then we distribute the 6 to the 75, which makes a nice big 450. And then again distribute here. 6 times the numerator 5 makes 30. 30 divided by 3 should leave me with a positive 10b. So notice all of the fractions are gone. So our next step would just be to distribute like normal. So negative 5 times 8 is a negative 40. Negative 5 times 5 would be a negative 25b. And we still keep everything on the right. So now we should be able to notice that we have b's on both sides of the equation. I like to get rid of the negative b's just to make it simpler. So if I have 25 negative b's, I cancel that out with 25 positives and balance it on both sides, 25 positives. So we have negative 40 boxes left on the left. We have the 450 still left. And we added those up and we got 35b. So now I have all of my b's on the right, so I'm focusing on this right-hand side. So before I can do anything with 35, I've got to get rid of this 450. So 450 positives cancels out with 450 negative. And balancing on both sides. So since those are both negative numbers, we can just add them together. So a negative 40 and a negative 450 makes negative 490. And all we have on the right is those b's. So if you were thinking about your hanger, 35 b's would be on the right, negative 490 boxes on the left. So we want to figure out how much each b should be. So we're going to divide all sides into 35 groups. So instead of looking at 35 b's, we just look at 1. So 1b would be negative 14. So again, how do we get rid of those fractions? We'd multiply by that denominator to everything that is not inside parentheses.